Zell Boy Army, welcome back to another video on the channel. We did address this a little bit in the video yesterday, but I'm going to do more of a full video about it now. It's been all over Twitter. If you watch Twitch, probably YouTube as well. Obviously, you're on a YouTube video, so you do watch YouTube. You might have come across this already. Obviously, Nick's tweet here stemmed from the Mbappé Dembele fiasco. Thank you, EA Vancouver. Basically, if you missed it, everyone pretty much, like probably three-quarters of people, if not more, who played champs on Friday night were getting red Mbappe or Dembele nearly every pick. EA obviously made a big mess. For me, similar to the Messi situation, but fairly worse. Mbappe is probably the best card in the game, and a lot of people were getting him very easily. And obviously, there's a lot of people who didn't play and didn't get the games done by Friday. The issue with it wasn't necessarily that EA were making it a lot easier to get him. It was that EA purposely admitted that they didn't mean it, it was a mistake, and then they changed the odds back, and no one's getting him now. So most people got screwed because they weren't on at the correct time playing to get that, and the people who got him got very lucky. Obviously a mess. It's going to be very frustrating now whenever you see someone with red Mbappe or Dembele or both, knowing that they just got lucky basically and you didn't in a game where team matters a lot. It was an absolute mess. Mistake after mistake happened year on year in FIFA. EA said this would be a new era for the game, losing the FIFA license, basically saying it's going to get better. And for me, my personal opinion, it's comfortably the worst game in 8 years of content creation that I've covered. Not everyone has to think that. Not everyone will agree with it. I'm interested to see what you guys think about that. But there's obviously been a lot of backlash, a lot of people getting fed up with it. And then Nick, run the foot market, one of the biggest content creators. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC24? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out IGGM.com today. The best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out IGGM.com today. Is in FIFA. Basically took a stand, said that he wants to make a protest, said he's not fully sure how this actually looks. And then from there, a lot of hate went out to any content creator who didn't agree with him or said they wouldn't do it. Nick, look at his Twitter. You see there, apology. He said apology. I don't even think he should have done this, and by that I'm not criticising for doing this. I think he didn't have to do this in the sense of it's not his fault. Like where he says didn't mean for anyone to receive the hatred they're receiving. Obviously, in his original tweet, he wasn't going in on content creators who don't agree with him or don't do the same as he does. But a lot of people have been criticising him, having a go at him about this, and I think that's stupid. I believe he had good intentions with the original tweet, and like not like everyone, but like most, you'd hope content creators wants the best for the game. Nick, don't know his financials obviously, but he's probably a millionaire, if not far off a millionaire, from Twitch and YouTube, one of the biggest content creators for years. Obviously, you can make an argument if he can afford it more than most to protest and not play the game for a while, or could go the other way and say he could lose more than most because he's making so much as it is. I don't think he meant bad towards other content creators. He just wants the good for the game, and I respect him for that. I made my own opinion on it yesterday, where I basically said, for me, I've got coin contract obligations. I have to do a video every day. My wife works part-time. If I didn't do FIFA, she wouldn't be able to do that. So even though I don't like the game, I don't promote it. I don't feel like personally just by making content. People aren't playing the game if I stop making content, no one stops playing the game. I'm not deluded. Yeah, for me, I criticise like some people have commented on some of my videos saying that they say that I've always been real and very fair about things. I criticise more than nearly any content creator. And honestly, it's not to big myself up here, but I've probably lost out on fair few opportunities with EA over the years because of me being critical and real about the game. Never really been invited to any of the content creator events, and I'm not criticizing anyone. I'm not a massive content creator. I'm not one of the tiniest content creators, but there's people a lot smaller than me numbers wise who've had a lot more opportunities from EA, is what I would say. And I think if I hadn't have been critical of EA in the game and held them to account, so to speak, I probably would have got those opportunities. But I don't think, and Nick's kind of backtrack on it now, I don't think the protest would genuinely do everything. But I think that he made some good points. Bateson, one of the biggest content creators, even bigger than Nick, I would say. He's been getting a lot of hate. What was it he put here? He said, people wonder why I don't engage in any conversation. Anything I say or don't just results in disgusting abuse. So you can see here. Look, just pause it there. He's got someone saying gross and balls, saying they're going to speak up, calling him spineless, calling him EA slave. I'll leave it to play a bit while I'm talking, but you can see all sorts of rubbish that he was getting there. That is unjustified, whether you like Bateson or not, like his content or not. No one deserves that sort of abuse. Personally, I always try speak out against EA when I think they've made mistakes. I've been fairly critical, like I've said. I'm not going to comment on what Nick's been or what Bates been or whatever any other content creator's been. As long as content creators aren't ridiculously like praising EA for stuff that shouldn't be praised for. So even if content creators never critical, I won't blame them for that. That's their choice. They're lively. They've got food. But EA aren't some evil corporation that are destroying lives and going to war with people. So it's a video game at the end of the day. And of course, the gambling stuff, I understand people don't like that aspect of it. I think it's bad, and I think it should be discouraged. But at the same time, people are adults and should have self-control when it comes to. I agree the game's predatory, but it's not purely on EA, if that makes sense. The game itself, though, is really frustrating. If there was some sort of protest we could do that could actually make a difference and that actually improve the game, I would love to see that happen, but I just don't know where it starts. Probably with not spending on FC points. That worked in Madden, but I think if anyone's watching my video, and obviously I'm not one of the biggest content creators, but if you've gone to any other content creator giving them hate for not going in on EA or criticising them, that's wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. You have to remember these people are humans. They've got lives, families, bills to pay. You don't know people's situation. I would never slander another content creator over their stance on that. I don't really ever slander content creators in general. I think it's right. It'd have to be something pretty serious for me to be critical of it. I do feel for Nick though that I feel like he probably did have good intentions here, and then yeah, people have been going in on him for it. He streamed talking about, so I don't have the time to watch that, but I'd be interested to say that. It is a shame. It is a shame how divided the FC community can be at times. I think it is quite toxic. I don't believe content creators are the main to blame for that. But yeah, unfortunately, EA as a company are not, not the best. I feel like they don't really care about the player base at all. I could give dozens of examples over the years. This Mbappé Dembele one, it's just another big one, and I won't say it's ruined the game, but it's really, really poor and just another part of the shit show that is EAFC 24. I do appreciate you all watching my content. Let me know your thoughts on this situation, so to speak. Do you think content creators should be speaking up more? Do you think they should be protesting? Or do you agree on my side that they should maybe speak up, but it's fair enough when they don't go too far because they've got lives, families, bills to pay, blah, blah, blah. Or you think there should be an all-out protest, or you just think the game's great and no one should be complaining? Let me know in the comments. I'm interested to see what you guys think. Appreciate you all as always. Hope you're having a good week in the league. Keep it spicy. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.